A health warning for Southwest Michigan. We have learned that 2 more people have died from eastern equine encephalitis. And so far, 3 people have died in the state, all of them in our area.
Now, state leaders are warning people about the extreme danger and asking you to take steps to avoid it. News 8's Jacqueline Francis is in studio with what you need to know. Jacqueline?
The dangerous mosquito-borne disease has been found in 5 counties, all in our viewing area. Now, health officials are urging those counties to cancel outdoor evening activities. This alert comes in the midst of what's being called the worst EEE outbreak in more than a decade. Eastern equine encephalitis, or EEE, is one of the most dangerous diseases mosquitoes can carry. Although human cases are considered rare, the disease has taken the lives of 3 people in Michigan so far this year, all of them happening in the southwest part of the state. It's an uptick that's got the attention of health officials.
This time of the year is when mosquito activity diseases are most prevalent. This is probably the most activity we've had, certainly within the last decade or so.
The counties labeled in green have confirmed human cases of EEE. The recent deaths in Cass and Van Buren counties are among 4 new cases confirmed in the state. Because of the threat in these areas, the state is asking local health offices in those counties to cancel, postpone, or reschedule any outdoor activities that take place after dusk.
I just want people to understand the severity of the situation, realize that it's not anything we want to mess with, and that it's very preventable.
Even in unaffected areas like Kent County, health officials are keeping an eye on the outbreak, saying it's nothing like what we've seen in years past.
In the last 10 years, we had 7 cases of EEE in Michigan, and then so far this year, in 2019, we've had 7 cases.
Since Kent County hasn't had a EEE case in a number of years, the health department says there's no need to take the same precautions as counties with confirmed cases, while adding it's never a bad idea to wear bug spray to protect yourself from all mosquito-borne illnesses. The state says the last time we had an outbreak similar to this was back in 2002 with 6 confirmed cases of EEE. As for this year, the threat will continue until we get our first freeze. Reporting in studio, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.
Thank you, Jacqueline. We are learning more about the first EEE death in West Michigan. 64-year-old Greg Macchesney died last month after a 9-day battle with EEE. His brother Mark tells us he suffered a seizure less than a month before he died. Now, Mark is hoping awareness from his brother's story will lead to some sort of treatment or vaccine.
It's something I didn't know that much about a month ago, and now I know more than I want to know about it. It's unfortunate that it's Greg. I'd hate and wouldn't wish it on anybody, but it's something as a society that we got to start dealing with. So unfortunately, Greg was one of the ones that had to suffer the consequences from it.
And that there are some symptoms to look out for, including fever, chills, body aches. Severe cases can lead to headaches, disorientation, seizures, brain damage, paralysis, and death. We do have tips to protect yourself on woodtv.com. And as we work to learn more about these cases and the EEE outbreak in our state, we will be working closely with local and state leaders to monitor the spread. So stay with us for updates on air, online, and over on our mobile app.